Greetings, Benjamin J. from benztrainz with another in the series. Well, a follow-up on that Marx 401 that arrived. Excuse me. As I said, there's two versions of the 401. There's a wind-up version and there's an electric version that uses two D-cell batteries. This, of course, was a wind-up, and as you see, he has modified this shell and filled the slot. So this was a wind-up. And he actually did it quite well. A couple of low spots, but nothing terrible. So this was actually an old damaged shell that he had. He said the pilot has been repaired, and obviously the overhang on the cab has been broken and repaired. Looks like on both sides. Anyway, I bought this just to get that motor. So I pulled the motor out to find out why the headlight wasn't working. It was loose. So I've got the power on. Oops. Oh, get this thing out of the way and get it on the right track. Here we go. As you see, up and running, $11.99. Double reduction motor. It runs absolutely splendidly, as you see. Headlight works, and I was the only bidder on this. So what I'm going to do is snag this motor and replace it with a single reduction motor. I just happen to have one right there. So I'll drop the single reduction motor back into that shell. That gives me a new locomotive and a new double reduction motor. That's not bad for $11.99. So as I said, you see these motors on eBay, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 60 bucks, and people buy them. You can buy the entire locomotive on a bad day for 20 bucks. So in any case, it just makes me wonder why anyone would spend that kind of money to get the motor when you can buy the entire locomotive for a third of that. In any case, the motor is up and running. So it's got some rust on it, and it's not in perfect condition, but it was worth $11.99. It runs perfectly. Has a working headlight, working E-unit. If I had bought it only for parts, it's worth that much. It's worth more than that, actually. In fact, the guy had in his description that the motor is worth more than he's asking for the entire set. And he's absolutely right. And still, no one bought it. So $11.99, double reduction motor, runs forward and reverse. The shell, I'll put this single reduction motor in it. It gives me a new locomotive and a new tender and a new double reduction motor. So I'm happy with it, no doubt about that. So I don't have to do anything to this thing at all except clean it up a bit. It is up and running. And running quite well, in fact. So as I always stress, don't overlook the junk. An old wind-up converted to power with a double reduction motor. The motor is worth more than the entire set that he was selling. Again, he said that in his description, and still no one bought it. Just absolutely mind-boggling. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick follow-up video. So single reduction motor goes in that shell. It gives me a new locomotive and tender and a new double reduction motor. So I am pleased with this. Just wanted to do a quick follow-up video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, benztrainz@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.